Hello, everyone. This is Andrea's Pop Culture Talk. Today is the latest Andrea's Pop Culture Retrospective review, and it's on Fright Night for its 40th anniversary. Of course, premiere in 1985, directed by Tom Holland, the famed director that directed the first installment of the Chucky series, Child's Play, back in 1988. It's starring, of course, Roddy McDowall, William Ragsdale, Chris Sander, and Amanda Beers. Now, the plot of the film of Fright Night is while with his girlfriend, Amy Patterson, in his bedroom, the teenager Charley Brewster sees a coffin being transported to the house on the next door. A couple of days later, he concludes that his neighbor, Jerry, is a vampire who has committed some recent unsolved murders. Charlie decides to look for help. First, his friend Evil Ed Thomas, since the police do not believe on his accusation. Jerry is upset and promises to kill Charlie, but later he meets Peter Vincent, a middle-aged man who is a vampire killer in a television show named aptly Fright Night, but he does not also believe on vampires in real life. So Amy and Ed seek out Peter Vincent, and the group tries to prove to Charlie that Jerry is not a vampire. Now, this is my first time watching this movie. I heard couple great things about Fright Night, the 1985 classic film, and so far I gotta say I do agree. Fright Night is the definition of perfect 80s horror film. It is original with its characters, setting, and the all-around story itself, but it also shows the hard work that has gone into creating those undoubtedly scarier than vampire films and transformations of creatures. I think I gotta say, Chris Sander, who plays Cherry, himself said it is well how to do the makeup for the movie, but his character was worth it. I could rather see a film with special makeup effects than with the modern computer animation special effects, or more work or artistic hands on the talent went into movies like Fright Night. That's why the Fright Night stands out as an 80s classic vampire flick. Now, Fright Night is a perfect example of the greatest of special effects for the 80s. It was battling against films like Nightmare on Elm Street or others that played on fears. This is a classic story because it creates a modernization of vampire. Also shows what happens when a young teen gets nosy. With that, you think what you might do is what if a vampire lived next door to you. But with all the actors and actresses, only one stood out from the rest. Chris Sander, well, two stand out the rest. Chris Sander is a talented actor who deserves praise for his performance, which many seem to appreciate. I think any person with horror taste should take the time to watch this classic movie and see what is definitely the most original and breathtaking movie of its time. Which I can go on about this film, but I will because it's a really great film. And let me go into depth with this film just quickly. I think this is a great film. I couldn't say it scared me to death, but it's a good and creepy one. It's one of the characters. Its characters really help a lot to get this film get the boring. Plus, another standout is Roddy McDowall as Peter Vincent. Really love his character as Peter Vincent. I think he's one of the another performers that people talked about. I think Roddy McDowall is a great actor. Sadly, he's not with us, but he's definitely a great treasure in cinema. The straight-laced boy next door who no one believes, the bookish girl crush who is, I say, converted by all, the monster fan speak, and the most wonderful touch with Roddy McDowall as I blow off playing a washed-up horror actor similar to his character actress as Peter Cushing or his peers Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, and Vincent Price. Bottom of the line, I love this film. I think I definitely enjoy it. It definitely has become my favorite vampire horror slasher films of the 80s, and definitely in general, vampires similar in general. I highly recommend this. Happy 40th anniversary Fright Night. You're the best vampire movie from the 80s. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this review on Fright Night's 40th anniversary. I'll be back for more. Ciao.